Remain in a state of gratitude. You can attract better things in your life. Hi dear audience, welcome to my channel. In my previous video, you learned that a sentence is a group of words that makes sense, and every sentence has two parts, the subject and the predicate, right? In this video, you are going to learn the different kinds of sentences. Now let's see what they are. Sentences can be classified into 5 types based on the meaning they convey, and they are declarative or assertive sentences. The next one is interrogative sentences, imperative sentences. Then you have exclamatory sentences, and finally optative sentences. Now let's look at the assertive sentence. Assertive sentence is also called as declarative sentence. When a sentence states facts, describes things or events, it is called an assertive sentence. Assertive sentence can be either affirmative sentence or negative sentence. Now, let's look at some examples of affirmative sentences. I read books. They help the needy. My mother cooks delicious food. Her sister is a professor. She is kind to everyone. All these statements are positive. Hence, all these sentences are called as affirmative sentences. Now, let's see some examples of negative sentences. They don't read books. I didn't do my homework. She doesn't teach maths. Her sister is not a professor. He doesn't play football. All these statements are negative. As you can see, every statement contains not. Hence, such statements you call them as negative sentences. Remember, a full stop is placed at the end of an assertive sentence. Now let us know what are interrogative sentences. Sentences that are used to ask questions are called interrogative sentences. Interrogative sentences can be either simple interrogative sentences or double interrogative sentences. When a question begins with the helping verbs such as is, am, are, was, were, has, have, had, will, shall, such interrogative sentences you call them as simple interrogative sentences. Whereas, when a question begins with a question word such as what, where, when, why, who, whose, how, and so on, it is called double interrogative sentence. Now let's look at some examples of simple interrogative sentences. Is she your mother? Are you participating in the drawing competition? Am I not helping you? Was he able to complete on time? Were they preparing for their exams? Will you help me? Now in these sentences, you can see the question begins with the helping verbs is, are, am, was, were, will. All these are be form of verbs. So such questions you call them as simple interrogative sentences. Now let's look at some examples of double interrogative sentences. What are you doing? Where's my book? When are you going to Chennai? Why are you crying? Who is your teacher? Whose pen is this? In all these questions, you can see it begins with the question word what, where, when, why, who, whose. So such interrogative sentences, you call them as double interrogative sentences. Now, let's learn about imperative sentences. Sentences that are used to give orders or instructions, make requests, or offer advice are called as imperative sentences. Now, let's look at some examples of imperative sentences. Close the door. Don't make noise. Please lend me your pen. Please pass me the curry. Obey your elders. Consult a doctor immediately. Now we know that imperative sentences give orders, request, or advice. Now let us see the first sentence. Close the door. It is an instruction, or you can also call it as an order. Don't make noise. It is also an order, or you can also say it as instruction. Now let's see the next sentences. Two sentences. Please lend me your pen. Please pass me the curry. The word please itself tells that it is a request. So these two sentences are request. Now let's see the next two sentences. Obey your elders. Yes, you're right. It is an advice. And the next sentence, consult a doctor immediately. It is also an advice. Now let's learn about exclamatory sentences. Exclamatory sentences express the feeling of surprise, admiration, appreciation, wonder, and shock. Now let's look at some examples of exclamatory sentences. What an interesting movie it is. How beautiful is the climate. Hooray, we won the match. Alas, he is no more. Wow, how cute is this puppy. Now in all these sentences, you can see one thing common. You can see the exclamatory mark. Here again, hooray, an exclamatory mark. Alas, an exclamatory mark. Wow, exclamatory mark. How cute is this puppy? Again, an exclamatory mark. So when you're writing an exclamatory sentence, it is always followed by an exclamatory mark. Now let's learn about the optative sentences. A sentence expressing wish or prayer is called an optative sentence. An optative sentence is also followed by an exclamatory mark. Now, let's look at some examples of optative sentences. May God bless you. Wish you a happy married life. May you live long. Best of luck. So all these sentences you can see, they express wish. Hence such type of sentences you call them as optative sentences. Remember, optative sentences also are followed by an exclamatory mark. Hope this video was useful to you. If you have liked it, give thumbs up and share with your friends. Thank you for watching and keep learning with GDR Gallery. For quiz, you can click the link given in the description box below.